Another day, but same bush. Let's get right into it. Now, today we have new PlayStation 5 leaks, and let me tell you, it's kind of big. And we also just got new leak regarding the AMD Navi APU, aka the GPU CPU chip, and it's gonna be coming out pretty soon, and it's not out yet, but according to leaks, it's not just gonna be on the PlayStation 5, but also gonna be on the next generation of Xbox. And let's just get right into it. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to convince you guys about the release date of the PlayStation 5. It's pretty safe to say that it's gonna be coming out in 2020, and we're gonna hear about it this year. And we have numerous amount of companies coming out and saying that they are working on next generation projects and things like that. One of the prime example I can give you right now is Infinity Ward, who work on them Call of Duty, right? And we know that Call of Duty comes out every single year, and this year is no different. We're gonna be getting, most likely gonna be getting Modern Warfare 4, but it's not just gonna be on the current gen, but also on next gen. They had teased it months ago when we didn't even had the 2020 date in mind, and we knew that it's gonna be coming out. And knowing the fact that Call of Duty releases every single year, I won't be surprised seeing a brand new PlayStation 5 come out before October of 2020, because around that time we got new Call of Duty release, right? So that's kind of like the window we're talking about. But there was a leak, and let me get right into that. Now, a product code for the new AMD custom silicon bound for Sony PlayStation 5 was leaked online, and this is the code. I want to talk about it because this code reveals a lot, let me tell you, man. Now, obviously, if you guys are running on 500 IQ, I personally am not running on 500 IQ, so I'm gonna be using this article to analyze and give you guys all the details. But this code that says 2G1600 2CE8JA2 underscore 32/10/10 underscore 13E9, it might look like gibberish at first, and it seems like someone would have typed it out, but according to this article that was put up on PC Games, there is a lot behind this code right here, and we have a lot of information coming out. Now, according to this article, the key specs that have come out of the decoding of the alphanumeric string show a CPU component with 8 physical cores, a 3.2 GHz boost clock for the chip, and a PCI ID that shows a Navi 10 Lite GPU. That seems to be a shorthand term for the GPU by all accounts, with the real code name for the custom graphic silicon noted as Ariel. There is seemingly also confirmation that the SoC will use AMD Zen architecture, but not specifically which generation of the processor design Sony will end up with. Right now, it could be either Zen Plus or Zen 2. The speculation, however, is the numeral relating to the cache of the chip would seem to peg it as a Zen Plus core rather than a shiny new Zen 2 chiplet. That's not wholly surprising given that the Zen 2 processor architecture isn't even out on the PC yet, with the 3rd gen Ryzen chip set to launch in the middle of the year. Public unavailability of the Zen 2 design isn't necessarily a guarantee that AMD wouldn't use it for a custom SoC, but reports are that Sony has been working on this design since before the engineer samples of Zen 2 were doing the rounds of evaluation. Now, still, even if the PlayStation 5 is rocking Zen Plus CPU core, that is still far more advanced than the weak hard Jaguar cores creaking away inside the PS4 Pro. And while the codename does give an indication of the number of physical cores inside the new SoC, it doesn't say whether simultaneous multi-threading is being enabled on this version of the Zen Plus processor design. Now, obviously, this is what Komachi he decoded all of that, right? And if the PlayStation 5 is using an SM, aka simultaneous multi-threading enabled Zen Plus core at its heart, you could be looking at a games console in 2020 which has 16 threads of processing power inside it, and with the touted 3.2 GHz boost clock, it's going to be running mighty quickly too. The Jaguar cores in the PS4 Pro are currently running at just 2.13 GHz. Now, with the TSMC confirming that its 7nm design can offer 25% extra performance at the same power, the PS5 operating with a higher clock speed and likely more Navi enhanced GCN cores inside the new GPU should go far beyond the rather conservative percentage performance increase. And basically, we're now hearing that the AMD Navi is also gonna be in the PS5, and it hasn't released yet. And new rumors and new leaks are saying that this is not just gonna be in the PS5, but also is gonna be in the next gen Xbox as well. And this is very surprising because obviously this year Sony won't be attending E3 and they're most likely gonna have their own conference. And if I have to take a guess, it would either be a little bit before E3 or after, and I really do think that it's gonna be after. And they want to announce PS5 during a dead period where people aren't really expecting a lot, and they will just come out with the PS5 and they will announce it and they will show it down. And it seems like that it's gonna have the Zen Plus 16 threads and most likely 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is kind of plenty in my opinion, because PlayStation 5 will just serve one purpose, and that's just gonna be for gaming, and most likely you can stream as well. But if we're talking about a PC, I mean, PC needs more RAM, it needs more processing power, because you can be watching some entertaining content while gaming and while rendering videos, browsing, listening to music and all that. PS5 wouldn't be required to do a lot of that. So seeing that it's gonna have these amount of cores and all that extra stuff, the new AMD Zen Navi chip that's gonna be coming out very soon, so I'm pretty excited about all of that. But knowing the fact that some people recently just got PS4 or PS4 Pro, like I traded my day one PS4 to get the PS4 Pro, I mean, I'm not sure about this one. But regardless though, I guess technology is moving. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos on the screen, and if you want to help support this channel, then consider joining and becoming a member. That helps out a ton. But hey, I will see you in the next one.